All right, guys, so for this is the box. We have the A10 4K webcam camera. We're going to be looking to see, how this competes. Is it better than a cheapy webcam? Noticeably so. What kind of features does it bring to the table, and do they work well? And was it worth the price? So let's go ahead and check out what's in the box so far. We got a nice little tripod, which is kind of cool. Interesting little value proposition. Not a ton of webcams give you a tripod, and it seems decent quality. It's got a nice little heft to it. I went ahead and ripped off the top of the box just so we could give you guys a little bit better angle. We have USB cord here, and this does seem to look like a pretty hefty USB. Interesting, there's an on-off button. You can see it does say AI auto framing on and off, which is interesting. We have a little thing here where you could attach it to the tripod, and this is what it looks like itself. Pretty cool, kind of polished silver kind of top. And we do have that, looks like a privacy cover for the camera, which is a cool little touch. Not every webcam comes with that, and it just slides on and off like that, which is pretty cool. So we're going to have to test this out. It looks like you can kind of clip it on to your screen as well. All right, so we're just going to put it on the top of our computer, and let's move into seeing what it actually looks like. All right, guys, now we do have the camera plugged in, and this is what you're seeing. So it does seem like the AI auto framing is working pretty well. As you can see, if I go a little bit more this way, it kind of uses the really super wide field of view to kind of track me around pretty dang good. We could see over here. You can kind of see it following me around pretty good. That's pretty cool. So definitely good for if you're looking for something like that. If you want to have more people in the frame, making sure everybody's in the frame, that could be really good. Overall, the quality of the camera seems pretty good too. You can see all my little miniatures I've been working on in the back there, my 3D printer. So you guys can actually see more of my room than ever before. You can see the cool lighting I have on that side of the room that I haven't showed you guys. So that's a pretty cool shot. You can see stuff like my drone as well. So yeah, what do I think of the camera? It seems pretty good. There we go. We got a cool field of view there. It definitely gives a pretty good perspective, and it's pretty good quality as well. Especially, when you're looking at it downscaled to YouTube quality 1080. If you look at the hair quality, it looks pretty good too. So yeah, not too bad at all, especially when we look at it on our HD monitor. Again, at 4K, it looks pretty good too. That has a really cool field of view there. Check that out. That looks really cool. Really nice. You can even kind of crop it in a bit if you wanted to have it something more like this, and still have a pretty cool image too that is very sharp. And of course, you can also put the AI auto framing back on for something like that. And what we're going to do is just go to device default, and there we go. It should start zooming in on us to give us that really good perspective. We can also kind of play around a little bit with the lighting. So this is with the kind of natural lighting in my room. So it's not too bad. And then we could put a little bit more lighting on my face, and there we go. My face does look a little bit washed out, but the light is pretty bright. So, and usually with these wide angle cameras, that's pretty much what you're going to get. But overall, it doesn't look too bad. What about if we compare it to like a $30, $40 camera? This one goes for around $100, $125. I think right now on Amazon, it's around $100. So let's compare it to the quality of a $40 camera. So guys, this is what a $40 camera looks like I got on Amazon. I think it's called like Nexigo or something like that. It's not too bad, for what it is. The colors aren't, are okay. It's a little bit like yellow for some reason. I'm not sure why. And you can see the detail clearly isn't there too much. Not bad for the price, but you can see that the Okiolabs one looks way better. Let's go back to that one. All right, guys, we're back on the Okiolabs one, and I think it does look quite a bit better. Especially if we turn down the lighting a little bit, you can see it looks pretty good. And we can even kind of zoom it in if we wanted to. It is 4K right now, so it even looks pretty good like this, even if we zoom it in. I do think the colors are significantly better than that $40 webcam. And that wide angle of view, look how wide that is. That is crazy wide. You can almost see my entire room over here. In fact, it gets even wider than that. Like I said, I have to really stretch it in OBS to make it fit. A couple other things I did note is that the button on the camera cord will turn on and off the AI auto framing feature, which is kind of a nice touch. So if I wanted to, I could just leave it like this on OBS, touch that little button, and it'll put on the AI auto framing feature, which will default it to 1080p instead of 4K, which we're looking at right now. One last thing, guys, I did want to test out the audio from the Okiolabs, and this is what it sounds like. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as this $500 studio grade microphone, but let's see how it sounds, and you tell me what you think in the comments down below. It's nice that it has a microphone, and it does seem to be picking me up quite good, even though I'm not speaking very loudly. We can even turn the gain down just a little bit so it doesn't peak right around this area, and it should sound pretty good. So guys, do I think this webcam is worth the price of around $100 to $125? Well, I think it's really cool, and you can give yourself a really nice, interesting look for streams. It'd be really good for web conferencing if you have a lot of people in it. You can always kind of shut down the box a little bit here and cut out some of it if you want. And even like this, it's still going to be pretty nice quality, better than most other webcams. And in fact, you see a lot of other webcams like Logitech and stuff like that, which aren't really innovating that much anymore. And there really isn't that much offered from them that can compete with this. Trust me, I bought a $150, I think, or maybe it was even like $200 4K webcam from Logitech. It's like the Ultra Sharp, or actually it was Dell. It was a Dell Ultra Sharp 4K camera, and that thing sucks. I have so many issues with it. It's always overheating. It doesn't look that good. And yeah. So guys, if you're looking for a good camera, this is a good one to use for Teams, streaming, anything like that. I'm pretty impressed with the feature set, and it's cool that it has a handy little privacy cover on it. That's just a slidable thing like this. So overall, there's my review. If you guys want to help support the channel, you can find an affiliate link for this on Amazon down in the description down below. And I'll talk to you again very soon.